All right. Hey everyone, this is the Nicosaurus here. So today I have kind of I'm gonna make the game pretty quiet today because I'm gonna be doing some just some talking, some ranting. Talking about my life. I'm basically doing this as my own personal like therapy session, I guess. So that way I can kind of get whatever's on my chest off. Um, Kill a bear. Gotta soundproof my room with a fan real quick so that way nobody can hear me talking because it's that serious. So, yeah, I don't expect like a live turnout or anything. But yeah, this is gonna be a therapy session for me. I'm gonna be pretty serious in this episode. Just talking about like my life, what's going on. Before anyone starts, assuming, no, I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this for, views or anything or to get pity or anything. I don't want any of that. If you want to hate, go ahead, put as much hate as you want. I don't care. If you want to send love or, say that you relate or whatever, go for it. I don't care. Once again, this is just an outlet for me. This is how I'm going to try and kind of release my inner thoughts and feelings because honestly, like I want to talk to friends and stuff, but at the same time, I don't want feedback. I don't want them to say that they're sorry because I don't want pity. I don't want any of that. I just want someone to listen and someone to just not comment, And I'm sure I can get that if I ask for it, but, being a person with anxiety, I'm sure anybody who does have anxiety, they can relate. And they would say, yeah, that's pretty freaking difficult. But yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh man, my life is hard or my life is worse than anybody else's life. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I deserve pity or someone to feel sorry for me. I don't deserve any of that. I don't want any of that. This is an outlet for me. This is all for me. All I want is just to more or less say how I'm feeling and what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it and stuff. So, yeah. This video is probably going to go up. It's going to stay up for a while just because. I don't know why. It just will, I guess. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Okay. But, yeah, so I'm just going to be talking while playing some Skyrim, just so you guys have something to watch while you're listening to. If you want to, go ahead and just pause the video here or whatever. If you're watching, not that anybody probably will be watching this for the live session or whatever, but if you are watching, go ahead and kick back, relax, get something to drink, get a beer, get some snacks or something, because, I'll make sure you keep your clicking hand free so that way you can click away whenever you feel like it or whatever. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm just doing it. I just got out of college or out of class and stuff, so that's, like no more. I just got home like 10 minutes ago, and the whole time I was trying to figure out, what all I was going to say during this thing. And honestly, now that I'm here and thinking even closer about it, I don't really know. I'm not sure what I want to say. It's not easy. Because, what I'm going to try to attempt to talk about is going to hit home for a lot of people. And I understand that. But this is how I need to get things off my chest. Because nobody else is going to. I'm sure people will listen to me. I'm sure my friends will listen to me if I talk to them. But, nothing. I just. Yeah. First things first, I am going to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Nick. I have depression and anxiety, which I'm sure a lot of people have that combination, so I don't feel special about it. I shouldn't. It's nothing to feel special about. Anybody else who is going through the same thing, they know what it's like to feel this way. And it stinks. Let me just go ahead and say this. Disclaimer. If I might be cursing a little bit here and there in this video just because that's a way for me to get words out, because I am not good at talking. I'm not good at speaking feelings, so if you don't want to hear me, you know, slip up the F word here and there, click away now. That's a disclaimer. If you're still here by choice, you've been warned. If I don't get banned for this, I'll be surprised. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna just say it again. This is a therapy session for myself. If you're listening, welcome. If you're not listening, that's fine. So where I'm going to start is I'm going to start with the very beginning of all of this. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let's start with freshman year. Because why not? I'm going to start from freshman year and just go. And yeah. So freshman year, my brother was a senior, and my brother has autism for anybody who, you know, is learning about me. And I'm not just saying that because I want to be rude or anything or be funny. He actually has the actual mental disorder. If you look on my channel, you can see a documentary I did over it for class in high school. But anyways, that's besides the point. Anyways, my brother and I, we were in high school together, his senior year, my freshman year, and he didn't want to know me. He didn't see me as his brother in high school. He just saw me as something that would get in the way. And that's basically all I was. He got special attention, and he, you know, he would get to go into the school early and stuff. I would try to follow him, you know, being new to high school and everything, and he would just kind of leave me behind, and that didn't help anything. You know, the whole process and stuff, even when I said hi and, you know, I brag about my brother being a senior and stuff to my friends and whatnot, he didn't seem like he was interested in knowing me, which was, you know, kind of a ball buster. Sorry, I'm hearing tapping on my door. Or knocking. Anyways. So, yeah, my brother would act like he didn't know me. And, you know, that was that. Well, that's what that was. I locked the door on my dad as he went to take the dogs out for a walk. Oops. Sorry, Dad. Bring a key. But, yeah. So, I don't remember that much from freshman year just because, you know, I like pushing those memories for as far back as I can so that way I don't have to remember them because, you know, they're those kind of memories. Yeah, so I'm losing my train of thought already. Fudge. Okay, so as an interest, you know, I had a big interest in filming and stuff. I still do. So I took a bunch of filming classes, video classes and stuff just to kind of, you know, for myself, give myself something to do. I was in classes with, you know, lots of people that were older than me. In every film class I took, there was just, you know, seniors and juniors in the class that they weren't looking to take the class. They were just kind of there as a blow-off. I was being serious, and they made fun of me for that, which is fine. I don't mind. you know, in all fairness, I do deserve that. Okay, he's evil too. So anyways, fast forward to sophomore year. This is where all the drama kind of started. You know, I'm in all my classes. I have geometry, I have art, blah, blah, blah. In my art class, I met this girl who ended up being my girlfriend for a few years. I'm not going to say names or anything, but, you know, she did not treat me good. I was not treated very nicely, and this affects me greatly in the future. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, it's just cliche. Nah, it was not okay. I was desperate for attention and, you know, having someone feel something for me. So, of course, having her around was very inviting, especially when, you know, you have somebody telling you that they love you, even if they don't. It's kind of better than just being alone, because it kind of blocks up that loneliness and stuff. So, but yeah, no, she cheated on me a lot, and I just ignored it. You know, I was like, oh, you know, that's fine. I don't care. As long as we're together, you know, everything's gonna be fine. And it wasn't. So I was so focused on her that I was failing like all of my classes, and you know, I didn't care. My parents cared, but I didn't. So you know, it was what the hell? I've never seen this place before, but it was really weird. My like I was, you know, your average high school kid, but I wasn't like popular at all. I didn't have really any friends or anything. I was kind of the loser out of everybody. And sophomore year was not my greatest year at all. My dad wasn't happy with me. I was grounded for basically the entire year, and everybody's like, you know, you're a kid. You had a girlfriend. Yeah, I know. I was that average kid getting grounded and stuff for not doing what he was told to. I have chores. I'm a human. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, fast forward to junior year. You know, things with my girlfriend and I got pretty intense. We were talking about marriage and stuff, which, you know, it was only our second year. We shouldn't have been even doing that, but we were young. We didn't know better. I didn't know better. So anyways, throughout junior year, you know, things were pretty fine. She got me into choir, which was kind of a big turnaround for me in my life. I didn't even, at this point, you know, I thought I was happy all the time. Oh, also I was in Boy Scouts, so that allowed an outlet for me, more or less. But yeah, so junior year was, you know, I was able to have an outlet with Boy Scouts, with choir. So this was like good things and stuff basically the whole time. It was a good year. The only thing that wasn't good about it was my girlfriend. But like Mega Gamer 64 said in the live chat, I got through it. But anyways, so it was a decent year, junior year. Fast forward to senior year, year 12. At the beginning of the year, I was not happy. I was very upset. I didn't care for my girlfriend at the time. I was not having any of her stuff. I was starting to realize what all was going on. At this time, I also had a job at, we're just going to call it Molly Mart, just for copyright stuff and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so I had a job here and stuff, and I was talking to people here that were helping me realize that I was in a very toxic relationship. And, you know, it really opened up my eyes as to, like, you know, how toxic this relationship was. So I broke up with her one day and stuff, and the day I broke up with her, you know, all these like harsh feelings came at me like a brick to the face. And, you know, that's when I started first experiencing like weird anxiety thoughts and stuff. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to do anything. But, you know, it caused me to be a really bad person throughout the senior year and stuff. I was in a more advanced choir as well, so this was an outlet for me. I was done with Scouts because I aged out also. So, this was an outlet. This was like a time in my life where I could be me, and I was happy about that. The only things like that was killing me was being lonely, and I had friends and stuff, but my friends couldn't show me that extra, like those extra feelings that I really wanted in my life. And it was a want. It wasn't even a need at this point. So like it was just me being very picky and selfish. Anyways, I started joking around saying, "Oh, haha, I want to kill myself. I just want to die. This is, I thought it was funny. I thought I was being funny when deep inside, everyone that I was saying this stuff to, they knew better. They knew like exactly what I was feeling because they could see the signs. They could, they could see everything that was going on with me, and they knew better. Anyways, they told the school counselors and stuff. I was in the middle of choir, and then I get a note saying that I needed to report to the counselors immediately. So I was like, for what? So anyways, I leave my I leave the choir room and stuff, go down to my counselor's office, and they're like, "Hey, we got some reports from some of your friends saying, hey, this guy is sad. He's talking about suicide and stuff." And at that point it hit me. I was like, "Oh crap, what is going on with me?" So they were like, "Look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep you in this office. We called your mom. We told her to come up here, and we're going to talk to her about this. You're gonna talk to her about this, and just explain what is going on." So that's what happened. My mom comes up. She's upset. She's frantic. I don't blame her. I was, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like 18, 19 at the time. And, she comes up. She's upset and stuff. And they tell me, for the safety of the school and myself, I'm not allowed to come back to the school until I get an evaluation done on my physical or my psychiatric activity, basically, or what is it? Psychology or whatever. Like a mental evaluation, more or less. So anyways, they so I went to this doctor and stuff, and he's has me take a survey, has me do all these things for this evaluation and stuff. I'm like, this is a complete waste of time. I know what they're going to tell me. They're going to say, "Oh, he's just going through some stuff, hormones, blah, blah, blah." And I knew this. I was like, this is fine. This is just a phase. Everything's going to be fine at the end of this. And they gave me a piece of paper, and they said, "All right, we have a diagnosis for you." And I look at this paper, and it says severe depression and anxiety. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Severe depression and anxiety. Because I didn't even feel sad. I mean, I don't know if that's like I did feel sad, but it wasn't like, it didn't feel severe. But according to them, it was severe. So anyways, I bring this this evaluation to my counselors and stuff. They're like, "Okay, this is good. We're gonna keep an eye on you." And I'm like, so first the doctor tells me I'm suffering from severe depression and anxiety, and now you guys are gonna babysit me throughout my senior year. This is great. This is fantastic. I know it sounds like I'm like talking into a fan right now. Like my voice has like progressively gotten deeper, and I understand that. It's because I'm talking and my voice refuses to let me speak, but I'm gonna break through this. But anyways, so back to my story. So I have basically counselors watching me. They're calling me down to the counselor every once a week or whatever, and then I get a call from the doctor that I got the evaluation done from, and he's like, "Hey, we suggest that you see a therapist." I'm like, "A therapist? This is really happening to me. This is really happening. All right, go for it." And so anyways, I start going to see this therapist and stuff, and oh my gosh. So this therapist, it was this really nice lady and stuff. Nothing against her, super duper nice lady. if I was allowed to, if insurance kept covering it, I would have totally gone back to see her multiple times. But anyways, so she's making me realize how depressed I actually am and how sad I am and how unhappy I am with my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do in the future. I didn't know what I wanted to be. All I was doing was getting through the days and stuff with a fake smile on my face, and she helped me realize that. So now that I realized, oh, hey, I do not feel happy and stuff with my life. I'm not happy with the position I'm in. I'm not happy with who I am. She helped me see this, but I was being like even more unhealthy about it, because what I was doing was I was, dating people left and right and stuff, trying to get them feels going. I was trying to cover up the sadness and stuff with love that I thought was real, even though it probably even wasn't. And like somebody would say, oh, I want to date you, and I would immediately, as soon as I heard that, I would immediately break it off with someone and start dating someone else. And then that just kept happening over and over and over again. And I was playing with so many people's hearts. If anybody, if you know me and we dated and stuff at one point, and you're one of those people, I just want to say I'm sorry from the sincerest bottom of my heart. But yeah, so I played with people's hearts and stuff. There were times where during my senior year I tried to get back with my ex and stuff because I just wanted to feel something. I didn't even care what it was anymore. I wanted to feel anything that wasn't what I was already feeling, and that's all I wanted. So this therapist kind of showed me like different outlets and whatnot, and I only saw her like 4 times or something, which was, which made me pretty sad because she was really, really good. I was like connecting with her hard. The only reason why I stopped seeing her was because insurance was like, okay, we're going to stop paying for it. My parents were like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I mean, I'm still pretty sad. And they're like, you feel okay? Okay, that's fine. And I was like, I guess I feel fine then. Alrighty. But, so, anyways, I missed the frickin' thing. But, so yeah, I'm trying to date people left and right and stuff. I'm dealing with choir and school and trying to pass all my classes and whatnot. And I'm trying to maintain friendships. I'm, trying to get through this depression and stuff. And I'm trying to, everything's just spiraling out of control. My dad's stressing me out with keeping up with Boy Scouts and school. And, I'm trying to maintain friendships and stuff like that. It wasn't a burden. It was just a lot for me to deal with. And, a lot of people are going to say that, well, everything you're dealing with right now is the average thing that teenagers go through. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know that's what it is. I've had people tell me this before. I'm aware. I just, compared to a lot of people, though, I'm not as strong as them. That was close. All right. I'm not as strong as other people, though. I'm not going to sit here and say that. Excuse me. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am like a professional expert when it comes to depression and stuff. I deserve to be given a medal academy or award or whatever for, saying, oh yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still hustling through this. No, my stuff is really like mainstream. It's very, small things. It's stuff that I shouldn't even be sad about, but I'm still sad about it. And that's what makes me weak, honestly. And, I don't deserve extra attention. I don't deserve pity. I don't want it. I don't need it. But anyways, so I'm just, going through the punches and stuff with the job and saving money and trying to get a car and, all that stuff that every teenager, every high schooler goes through. I'm trying to go through all of that. And, it's a struggle, but I'm managing it. Anyways, so towards the end of senior year and stuff, like everything was fine. I wasn't seeing a therapist anymore, and I had convinced myself in a very fake way that I was fine, mentally, and I didn't need any more like therapy or anything. I was fine. I was happy with where I was and stuff. I managed to convince myself of that, even though it was false. and not true. I still I still faked it, basically. And yeah, I did have lots of friends to help me through my hard times and stuff, and of course they did. They really did. It's just, uh, I never let them in completely, though, to tell them truthfully what was really going on with me, because I was too stubborn, and my pride kind of took over, and I was too proud of who I was to my peers. I didn't want them to know what was going on with me. So to all of you who are listening, if my peers and stuff, all my friends and whatnot who never knew that this was what I was going through, here you go. Now I'm letting you in. So, yeah. Train of thought. Um, so, I got to that point. It was getting to be the end of the senior year and stuff. It was getting closer to graduation and whatnot. I was meeting new people, making new friends, having new relationships, and blah, blah, blah. It was just, I was rolling through those punches. I met people and stuff that I was really interested in to getting to know and stuff at work. I wanted to get to know them. They didn't let me in immediately and stuff, which was fine. So anyways, throughout senior year, the end of senior year, I graduated, and earlier on, I found out that my choir teacher was retiring, and that meant I wasn't going to get the chance to come back to the school and say hi or anything. So, there went that. But, when I graduated and stuff, it was tunnel vision. I was happy. I felt happy anyhow. And my like at the end of all of it and stuff, after spending 30 minutes trying to find my parents and whatnot in the sea of people, I found everyone else's parents except for my own, which was kind of funny. But man, get out of here, stupid tree. But anyways, so I saw my choir teacher and stuff, and I was broken down into tears, because he knew a lot about what was going on in my life, and he was a big support stone. He carried the weight of like everything on almost every student's shoulders. He carried a lot of that, and I have the utmost respect for this guy, because he did that. He was able to do that. Not a lot of teachers do that. Not a lot of teachers want to do that, but he did that. And it was heartbreaking to know that this was probably going to be one of the last times that I ever saw him. So of course I'm in tears and stuff. I'm sad, because even though it's one of the biggest days of my life, I just I was really sad. I was very sad that he was leaving, and that I was happy that I got the chance to say goodbye. But after I got in that car, and I knew, like, once I got into that car, I knew that was it. That was the last time I was ever going to get to see him for a while, if ever again. So anyways, I got in that car, drove off, and then once I got home, the depression and stuff hit me like an absolute truck. Like, it was immediate. It was there. It was like, well, great, you're done with high school. Now what are you going to do with your sorry life? And I thought about that. I was like, well, what am I going to do with my life? So I picked at scabs and stuff. I thought about it. I was really into it and stuff. The stress really got to me, and I know it did, and it's because I had an enlarged lymph node on my neck, and it formed right there over the summer, like as soon as graduation was done. Because I was like, oh, I need to apply for college, or I need to sign up for college, register for classes and stuff. And a couple of days later, I noticed I had a huge bump, or a huge lump on my neck. And I went to the doctor, and they didn't even know what it was. They were feeling it and stuff. They're like, this is a lymph node. There's a chance it could be cancer. And I'm like, this is what I need in my life right now. I need this cancer. Obviously, I didn't. I was really upset about this. It was really stressful. It put a lot of stress on my shoulders, actually. Surgery they didn't even have to put me to sleep for surgery. They just dozed me off, drugged me up and stuff, put a needle in my neck, and then sucked that thing out. It wasn't cancerous, thank goodness. But yeah, I woke up from my nappy poo in the hospital. I look at my phone. That's the first thing that I do, and I get a message from my girlfriend at the time saying, "Hey, we need to break up," which was which was a huge punch to the face, if you can imagine. You know, waking up in a hospital bed after surgery, looking at your phone. I mean, it wasn't really a surgery. It was more like getting a 10-inch long needle stuck in your neck, which was thicker than. Anyways, but yeah. So I look at that text. I'm thinking, oh, I'm single now. I mean, so, you know, during the time of being with her, we you know, this girlfriend, during this time we were, you know, we were talking, or we stopped talking after like, or like, you know, a little bit after graduation. We completely stopped talking. Like, she was ghosting me nonstop, and she, you know, her excuse was, oh, I got issues with my grandma and stuff, which I understand, you know, but her grandma was fine. So I assume it's just because she just lost interest in me. And, you know, during the, like, we hadn't talked for like a couple of months or something. And, you know, this whole time I was talking to this girl that I knew from Walmart and stuff. I was really starting to like her. Oh, crap, I said Walmart. I meant to say Molly Mart. Anyways. So I was really, like, you know, talking to her and getting into this girl and stuff. I really, really liked her. But I couldn't be with her because I didn't have the cojones to break up with this other girl. You know, when she broke up with me, though, when I was in that hospital bed, I didn't even feel bad. I didn't feel sad or anything. I was like, all right, if that's how you're going to do it, you know, okay. You know, I got this other person in line. No, no, I was more like thinking like, oh yeah, you know, this gives me a chance to get with this other girl who, you know, I think is incredibly cute, incredibly sweet and stuff. Or at least I thought she was sweet. She was kind of a jerk, actually. Once again, I'm not going to name any names or anything. But anyways, I went on a trip to Michigan because my cousin graduated the same year I did. So I went up there to have a graduation party up there. And, you know, at this point, I already knew YouTube was a thing. I knew way back when you could make money off of YouTube through ad revenue. Like, I knew this because I had a channel before. So, if anybody comments that channel from before in the live chat, I'm gonna kill you. Just saying. I don't want anybody to know about that. That was yeah. Anyways, so anyways, blah blah blah. I'm in Michigan. I'm, you know, enjoying myself at this party. I'm, you know, drinking alcohol. And keep in mind, I'm only like 19 at this point. But anyways, I'm up here in Michigan drinking alcohol and stuff, you know, having a good time, talking to this girl, and, you know, I asked her the question, hey, because I knew she wasn't interested in me, but I just wanted to, I was curious. So out of curiosity, I asked, hey, what was that fox doing? It was like, but out of curiosity, I asked her, hey, do you think we would ever be a thing? And she said, I don't know. And I was like, all right, well, you know, better than no. And so later on that night and stuff, we're talking. I was like, hey, so you know, did you think about that question I asked? And she said, yeah. I was like, well, do you think we'll ever be a thing? And she's like, no, we'll never be a thing. You know, you need to stop thinking about that. I was like, seriously? What a B word. What an asshole. Like, I was upset. I was mad. I was like, I ain't talking to this girl anymore. She's a jerk. She don't want to be with me and stuff. That's basically how I saw everybody. If they weren't attracted to me and they didn't want to be with me, then they were just absolute jerkheads. So that's basically how I saw her. And you know, I was like, I didn't even text back. I was so angry. And then she messages me and goes, oh, so what? You're not going to talk to me anymore? And I was like, I mean, you are kind of mean. You are kind of a jerk, if we're going to be fair here. You're not very nice. You told me that these guys are idiots. They don't even see me. Oh, there they go. But, yeah, no, she tells me, you know, we'll never be a thing and stuff. You need to stop thinking about that. And I was like, all right, well, whatever. She's like, we could just be friends. I'm like, that's fine, I guess. So you know, this made me sad. I didn't want to just be friends with her. I wanted to actually, you know, date her and stuff. But I was like, whatever. We're not gonna be a thing, I guess. So I guess I'll just keep on looking. Ugh. Sorry, I'm getting a stiff neck. How long have I been recording for? Wow, I've been talking for 35 minutes straight, and I still have one person watching me. Whoever is watching me, go ahead and type something in the live chat. Go ahead and say hi to me. I'll wait. I'm still waiting. Oh, hey Noah. What's up, buddy? Real quick, you know, whoever watches this in the future or whatever, once it's uploaded, go ahead and check out my buddy Noah. He's been with me from pretty much the very beginning, and I'm talking about like elementary school beginning. Like, we've been really good, like almost, not F that. We've been best friends since freaking elementary school. And, you know, go ahead and check him out. Go ahead and hit his subscribe button. He makes some pretty awesome videos. He does a lot of gaming content, way more than I do. And, you know, just go ahead and show him some love for me too. Yeah. Love you, Noah. Anyways, so I'm blah. So anyways, back to where I was talking about it. So I start, you know, after this mystery girl turns me down, I start, you know, searching for someone else to date, like, because you know, I want the love, I want this, you know, affectionate feeling where I can, you know, hold someone and it not be gay, you know. And I wish I had some water. But anyways. So I meet this girl at Walmart and stuff. She just got hired on and stuff. We start talking and whatnot, but we find out, you know, dating each other would probably never work because she worked at night and I worked in the day. So when I was awake, she was working her second job, and, you know, once she was done with her second job, she would catch up on sleep before she had to work her night job. And then once I was asleep, she was working her night job. So, you know, it wasn't going to work. If it did, I would have been surprised. Calm down. Yeah, da 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 da. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero. Yeah, whatever. But so anyways, you know, I'm trying to talk to this girl. I'm trying to get things to work out between us and stuff. And you know, out of nowhere, this other girl that, you know, I had been trying to talk to and get with and stuff, she starts talking to me again, and it's, you know, it's all nice and whatnot. It's all good things and whatnot. She says, hey, you know, we can. Oh, hey, that's where this thingy is. But she says, hey, you know, we can give us a chance. You know, we can try it out, see where it goes and stuff. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. So yeah, we start talking and stuff. We talk more and more. I start giving her rides home and whatnot, and, you know, we start hanging out. It was very minimalistic hanging out, but we were hanging out nonetheless. And you know, and by hanging out, I mean I would drop her off at home after work, and we would kind of sit in the car and just talk a little bit. And then she got to the point to where she started, you know, getting interested in me. She started developing feelings for me and stuff. I was developing hardcore feelings for her. Like, I'm talking about, like, you know, shut up and call me daddy kind of feelings. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she, it's in this bag. I'm looking for another, little dagger dude hickey. I don't think it's here. But no, she so she touched my wang. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, we start getting to this point of our friendship where it becomes a little more than a friendship. It's starting to develop into something, worthwhile, basically. And so anyways, like, we both basically confess our feelings for each other, and we both tell each other how much we actually come back here, and we both tell each other, how much we actually like each other, and it's really honestly storybook. It's give it that rock. But yeah, it's really, your very average storybook, like what the hell? All right. But yeah, it's very cliche storybook kind of deal, but we're like confessing love to each other basically. And there's one night where, we're like we want to kiss, but it's like we're both nervous as heck to even, for one of us to make the first move. So obviously I got to make the first move, and I do. We kiss, blah blah blah, smoochy smooch, then, like a week later and stuff of basically pretty much dating at this point. We basically confess how deeply we feel for each other and stuff. And so yeah, we ended up becoming official boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff. The rest of our drama is between her and I only. So if you want to hear more about that, you got to get permission from her, because I'm not going to try it. So anyways, back to, what's going on in my life that's so bad and crappy. I started working on my YouTube videos and stuff because what my main goal for my channel was to make people smile. I wanted to make people happy, and I wanted them to forget about, if they felt the way that I did about life, I wanted them to forget about it just for the length of whatever my videos were. And I wanted them to enjoy it. I wanted them to be happy, and that's really all I wanted people to get out of my YouTube videos and stuff. And I got to a point to where, like, I was making pretty funny stuff. I was making more stuff. My stuff was getting more advanced and whatnot. I had so many ideas, and I'm going to college. Things are really starting to look up for me, and my second, like, I'm trying on my YouTube channel and stuff, and I'm like, well, it doesn't seem to really be going anywhere. Maybe I'll take a break and come back with some fresh ideas or something. So I do. I leave YouTube for a little bit so I can focus more on college. And then after like the first 2 semesters, I get to this point in being in college where I'm like so unmotivated to do anything in college. And I'm failing classes and stuff. I'm really unmotivated. I'm really sad. Like, I'm like, dang, I'm just going to focus only on YouTube. And, I'm watching all these, small YouTubers get big and stuff. I'm watching Vine. I was just here. I'm watching, like, Viners. People, because this was during the time of Vine, when Vine was really popular. Oh, jeez. And anyways, so, I'm failing classes. I'm trying to focus more on YouTube and stuff. And then I get so discouraged with YouTube. I get really discouraged with college. I'm at that point where, like, I don't want to do anything. Like, I was at this point, this basically like a giant boulder, and I'm trying with all my might to push this boulder out of the way and stuff, and nothing's working. I'm becoming very unhealthy. I'm not being active. I'm not doing anything. I'm just eating lots of food. I'm very sad at this point, and I got to this point in my life where I was so down and so sad. Like, I hit my heaviest weight ever, which was 240, I think. And I was so unbelievably sad. Like, I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I sounded. I didn't like that I wasn't motivated to do anything. And I was like, this calls for a serious change in life, because I am seriously contemplating taking my own life away. I cannot be dealing with this. I have so many people looking up to me when I have so many friends. I don't want to do this. And this was also the time where I started working at, I quit my job at Walmart, Molly Mart, and I started Working at Italian Italian restaurant, olive. Yeah, that was pretty subtle, wasn't it? Anyways, so I'm starting to work at this place and stuff. Should I risk? Here we go. Stabby. There we go. Ha. Excuse me, good sir. Haha. Anyways, sorry I got distracted. Yep. I think I'm going to Windhelm. But anyways, so I'm working in Olive Garden and stuff, and I'm gaining weight over there because of how much food I get for cheap. And I'm like, chicken parmesan sounds pretty good today. Chicken Alfredo sounds pretty good today. I think we're gonna have some of that. And I'm making money so I can buy even more food, which is so unhealthy. It was unbelievably healthy. I ended up getting to a weight and to a point in my life that I hated. And all I wanted to do was change it. And, I at the same time, I didn't want to. I didn't want to take the effort to do so. And, I wasn't doing good in college. I wasn't getting anywhere with YouTube. I was losing friends here and there and stuff. This is also at a point where my relationship was, kind of hitting a point where it shouldn't have been hitting, but it was hitting it. And I was overweight, like more overweight than what I had ever been. I've always been a big guy, but I was way more overweight than what I ever was. And I was at this point where I was hardcore contemplating, suicide. Like what the fuck what? Where the heck? I've never seen you fellers out here before. This is unbelievable. How do you live with yourself at night? Anyways, they're vampires, of course. So my voice is shot. But so yeah, I really wanted to take my life away and stuff. I was like, there's nothing I can do to change what's going on with me. So what I did was I took a semester off of college, and all I did was just start working. And so I just started working and stuff, and all I'm doing is working. This was also like, crap. I'm trying to think of what. So this was in the spring of 2016, I think, because I had a semester of college off. Yeah, so I was working hardcore during this and stuff. And, I was at my biggest weight in the fall of 2015, I believe. That doesn't sound right, actually. Let's see, I started my other job in April. Yeah, so, okay. Okay, yeah, so I started my other job in April and stuff. I worked for about a year and whatnot. I was still in college at this point. It wasn't until spring of 2017, I believe. Yeah, it wasn't until spring of 2017 where I actually said, you know what, I'm just going to take a semester off of college and just start working. So I did. And it was also at that point where, things between, like, I started planning a trip to go to San Diego with my girlfriend and stuff. And things between her were falling. Like, this put me in a position where I was ready to take my own life. I did not want to be alive. Like, I was so ready to just die. But I took this trip. It turned everything that was going on in my life around. It was a break I needed. It was a very much needed trip. So, I go on the trip and stuff. I start, you know, focusing on school again after the trip. I'm taking fall classes. I'm doing pretty good in those and stuff. And then yeah. No, yum, yum, yum. So, anyways, I start, um, crap. My train of thought is broken again. So, hang on, I gotta use my brain for a second here. This is really difficult. Okay, my train of thought is actually gone now. This is not okay. I'm in the middle of talking, Nick. Come on. My jaw is starting to cramp. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm going through the punches again and stuff. I'm starting to, it's Christmas and when I get, everything between my girlfriend and I is absolutely perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better, relationship and stuff at this point. Everything between us was so good. She bought me, the Xbox One that you were seeing me play on now. It was a very good Christmas because I got Xbox One, I got a new keyboard, a mouse pad. Like, it was great. But that being said, I also heard about this program from these YouTubers, and these guys. I can't remember their YouTube channel for my life. Hang on, real quick. I'm gonna see how long I've been recording. All right, almost an hour. So, anyways, like I find this these ads and stuff. Well, I didn't find them. My girlfriend found them because she knew my passion for YouTube and stuff. She was all for it, and I see this ad by these YouTubers and stuff, and they have a pretty good amount of subscribers and whatnot, and they're saying, hey, we're starting this like course, for anybody who wants to take it, basically in this. Oh, that's a. Ugh. Anyways, so they're like, yo, anybody who wants to take this course, this is going to help you become a businessman. This course is also going to help you like get somewhere with YouTube. And I was like, this is what I want. This is what I need. I need this now. So I start, I go through these like little tutorial courses and stuff. And then it gets to the point to where, I'm like in tears because of how moved I am by what they're saying and whatnot. And I'm actually believing what's going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening to me. This is happening in my life. I can actually be something now. I can go places. I can do things. And they're like, what you got to do now is you got to take our full-on course and stuff. And they were like, you can either pay, it was like $900 up front, or you can pay $200 per month for 6 months. And I chose what I thought was the cheapest option, which was the $200 per month for 6 months. And this screwed me over really bad, actually, because it made me so in debt that I'm still in debt today. Oh my gosh, this guy again. Like, I'm still in debt as we speak. But yeah, so I didn't get too much out of this this thing that they did. This program that they had, I didn't get a lot out of it, to be honest. If anything, I lost more than I gained. Not their fault. It's mostly mine for being me and my immature self. But I'm done with the payments and stuff. I'm done with all of that mess. But honestly, this was another low point in my life. This was not an okay dealio for me. And I, being as broke as I was and stuff, and working a job I hated, and I wasn't getting anywhere with YouTube, and that's what I really wanted. I was so sad again. And, I'm going to fast forward to now. I'm not doing well in classes. I'm writing stories and stuff for a storyboard class and whatnot. And every time I write a story, people say that they don't like my stuff, or someone is not okay with my stuff, and it hurts, because this is like my own original content, and people are like, it could be better. And I'm like, yeah, it could, but the way you're saying is I need to change it 100% in order for it to be better. And I'm not going to do that, because that basically tells me, hey, your ideas are trash, which really bothers my self-esteem, to be fair. And, I'm sad because I'm putting my weight on my girlfriend right now, and she's got her own problems to deal with, and I'm not helping at all. And I realize this, so I have to pen it up basically inside of myself, which is why I'm doing this therapy session thing. But once again, I've been really motivated to do more YouTube videos, to get more done. That was trippy. Can I do it again? Let me in. Anyways, I've been really motivated though to do some YouTube videos, and my motivation comes from the Misfits. If you guys don't know them by that name, you'll probably know them by like Good Guy Fits or Swagger Souls, or all those guys, because hearing their story and how they started, it really kind of like nipped me in the butt, and I was like, oh my gosh, these guys, they're famous YouTubers. Well, kind of famous. Either way, they got millions of subscribers, and I'm like, these guys started somewhere. They were humans. They were just like me. They were only doing this for fun. I need to start focusing on doing this more as like a fun thing than trying to make it a job. But hearing how they started and stuff, it made me realize that it is possible. This trying to be a YouTuber isn't a lost cause and stuff. It's not just for nothing. So, I've never been more motivated than I am now to be doing YouTube and stuff. But what makes me really sad is the extra effort I'm putting into, certain things like my life and stuff. A few people know this, but I've been working out like crazy for almost very close to a year now, and I see a little bit of progress, not a lot though, not as much as I should be seeing, and that's my own fault. It's because I'm rambling, but I digress. What is wrong with me though is I am unable to get everything that's in my system out. It's like keeping in bile inside of my stomach. It has no place to go, and I can't throw it up because I don't have anybody to to rant to or to talk to or whatever. I mean, I do. I really do. And honestly, in this year alone, I've lost so many friends, and a lot of that is my fault. A lot of that is nobody's fault. A lot of that is their fault. And I'm at this point to where I only have a few friends left that actually care about what I do in my daily life. And that is also getting to me, because that means I do not have a lot of people to hang out with anymore. The few people I do have to hang out with are my girlfriend, on occasion the guy I can go and see in San Angelo, which is not very often because it eats up gas, and the guy I work out with. Those are three people that I see or hear from almost all the time. And I could be seeing more, I could be hearing from more and stuff, but it's my fault. It's because I'm lazy, and I don't anxiety and human interaction. I don't like human interaction, and that's I shouldn't be complaining about this stuff, but here I am. But no, I've been losing friends. I've just been in a really deep space. I've been in a really big trench, more or less, and it's been very hard to deal with. It's not impossible. It's just hard. I'd never seen that place before, but that's okay. But yeah. So what's going on in my head? I am unhappy. I am not happy with who I am or where I'm at in life. I feel like as far as this YouTube thing goes, I should be further. As far as school goes, I should be done. As far as my relationship goes, I should be, you know, encouraging her and, you know, making her feel better than what she does right now. As far as friendships go, I should be able to go out to San Angelo and see my friend Noah whenever I want to. You know, as far as all this stuff goes, I should be able to do it. I shouldn't be sad. But here I am, unable to stick to a diet, unable to lift heavy weight, unable to better myself as a human. It's got me speechless with how much is wrong with me and how much, you know, I am unable to do things. And I have no one to blame but myself. And the fact that nobody watches my videos, but that's another subject. I'm just, you know, I am more than likely, no, I am able to say that what is wrong with me is my fault. And I am able to accept full responsibility, and I am able to say that I need help. But I don't know where to get that help from. The only thing I could think of, though, for this help was just to rant on YouTube. And yeah. Mammoth. You know, there was I gotten to this point to where I've just been thinking about things, and, you know, things that a lot of people don't actually think about very often. For example, why are there 2 moons in this game? Is there a third one? No. But you know, things that stress me out for no reason whatsoever is you know, politics. I'm not gonna get into politics because I hate politics. But also, like, you know, we live on this world and we're wasting it away like we have another world to go to. And, you know, I hate that. I hate racism. I hate religion. I don't hate religion. I just hate that there's so many different kinds of religions when everybody basically believes in the same idea, the same general idea. I shouldn't be getting into this stuff, but, you know, here I go. No, I'm gonna stick with the racism thing, though. I hate racism. I hate white supremacy. I hate white, whatever it is, the thing where we get whatever we want. That thing. I just, you know, I don't like the government because I feel like it's corrupted. I feel like, you know, we see what they want us to see and we do what they want us to do, but when it comes to actual freedom in life, you know, we're not actually free. They say it's a free country, but, you know, we got so many laws that bind us to a certain page on a piece of paper, and it comes down to the point to where it's not even at this point freedom anymore. It's just doing what we're told and not doing this and not doing that, and making sure that we stay in between a certain set of lines, which is absolutely redonkulous. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a perfect person. I'm not. I'm nowhere near that. If I could change who I am, I totally would in a heartbeat. If I could change my ways, my emotions, my thoughts, my feelings, I would in a heartbeat. Like, no wasted time, no wasted effort. I would do it. I've come to hate the person that I am today. I'm not saying that, you know, I hate my life. I just hate who I've become. I don't like that the events that have happened in my life have led me to this point. You know, they've led me to think that I need to be better. And, you know, I do. I want to be better. I want to better myself at all times of the day. But, you know, these feelings don't only tell me to be better, but they tell me that I'm never going to be better. They tell me I need to better myself, because if I don't, then I'm never going to be able to. If that makes sense, which it honestly doesn't now that I'm saying it. It made more sense in my head 10 seconds ago, but I digress. You know, I'm at a blockade in my life, and it's not the kind of blockade that somebody wants to be in. You know, it's just your average human bull poop, basically. And yeah, it's probably not as bad as it feels, more or less, or whatever. But you know, it stinks. It's sucky. You know, when you go to sleep and you wonder why you were on this, or why you were put in this world to begin with, and you go to sleep and that's your final thought of the night, you start to wonder what your purpose really is, if that's your only final thought of the night. And in my case it is, most nights. Other nights I'm just thinking, man, what the heck am I going to eat tomorrow? So at least I'm thinking about eating, but I mean, still, you know, I got lots of negative thoughts. I got lots of positive thoughts. I'm positive that and I'm very determined that I'm going to be something in this world, something on YouTube, something in my life. I'm positive about that. I'm just, you know, I'm not positive as to when it would happen, or, you know, I guess step one would be learning how to end a video properly. So, yeah, anybody who stuck around, Noah, thanks for listening to my little rants, my doodad. Yeah, I'm gonna give my thing some time to catch up, but yeah. That's basically the end of this video. Anybody who watched, thank you for watching. If you watched the whole time, I appreciate that. I'm probably going to do some more therapy session videos, but this is just one of them. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Also, Noah, I can't see your Xbox Live messages because my Xbox Live is over. So, yeah. Anyways, bye.